What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Regan and this is Untitled Miata, and today I'm back in one of my favorite shops, Car Shack. Why? Because we have another mod video. This baby right here came from the mail, and you can see it is Cravenspeed. Now what kind of doohickey I got from Cravenspeed that I'm gonna install on Scarlett right now. Just keep on watching the video and I'll show you. Let's go. So as I mentioned, this box came in from Cravenspeed, and there's another box right here that came in as well, US priority mail. Just arrived from the mail today, and we're gonna install them. Well, what are these two boxes? Well, these are interior mods from Cravenspeed. Let's open the box. Okay, there you go. I got here the Cravenspeed short shifter for the ND for Generation Miata. And this thing is a beauty. Wow, look at that. It comes with its own shift knob. It's made of Delrin, and this is going to reduce the shift throws of Scarlett by around 30%, and with the weighted knob it should stop the wiggle that I get whenever she's engaged in gear. It's got all the parts that you need. You got this red thingy here, and you got some bolts right here. Of course, with every Cravenspeed purchase, they always give this business card. And it's all completely made in the USA. Now, aside from this short shifter from Cravenspeed, I also got another box right here. Now, this was a bit of a gamble, everyone. Why? Because this is wait, hold on, let me just open it. Cravenspeed themselves admitted that they have some fitment issues with this, which is why they offered it at a discount. I am talking about the Cravenspeed shift well cover, alright, that goes perfectly well with the short shifter from Cravenspeed. Now this thing is made very well, but as you can see here, there's this area here. This one goes into the near the first gear in the reverse, and it's a little bit of an oddly angled shape. Yeah, it doesn't look, it's squarish, but it's not really square. It's like you should have just machined this through here. And apparently there were reports that there were some buyers with their NDs that had some fitment issues here. Sometimes the gear won't engage completely. So I took the gamble. I bought this because Cravenspeed has that awesome return policy on their materials, and they also indicated in their website that in case that this baby right here won't have a good fit on your ND, you could always return it for a full refund. And right now I'm planning to install it and find out if we're going to have that kind of a fitment issue. I really hope not, because this thing is a beaut. Look at that. Wow. So you have to be a little bit careful removing the rear panel of the center console, just to make sure that the clips won't get damaged. Right, now that's out. Once you have the clips of the center console removed, you just have to remove the wiring connection of the center control knob, and there's a hook under the parking brake, the handbrake, that you have to unhook as well. Then you can remove the center console already. To remove this, just make sure that you depress this front portion here and then pull downward, and then there is a hook connecting to the parking brake. You just have to depress as well and to remove it, and that way the center console will be fully removed. I have to say Cravenspeed's instruction manual on their website for the install is pretty detailed and straightforward. It really should help. Now remove the screws connecting the shift boot cover. You can see with the shape of the stock shifter the reason why the shift well cover won't work with the stock shifter because you can see this is fat here and it tapers to a smaller point connecting the shift knob. So yeah. So far, this baby right here has proven to be the most difficult, challenging uninstall portion because it is put on tight. It has RTV sealant on it, and it just won't budge. No matter how hard you try, it just won't budge. So yeah, we are finding a bit of a challenge removing this. So finally, we were able to remove the shifter housing. This is the front tab where you will put the and a screwdriver, or what did we use, Joe? We used this screwdriver right here. You see? Well, he had to destroy one of his screwdrivers just to remove this shifter housing, this top housing. So now we're gonna clean this area up, remove the RTV sealant, put in the spacer, the shifter spacer, so that we can now start installing the short shifter. Okay, now take the time to clean the remaining RTV sealant in this area. Just be careful, make sure that you don't get any contamination on the transmission fluid. So dowel pins have been installed, carefully installed. Okay, now we're going to put the spacer where we will put RTV sealant, and we'll now begin the install process of the short shifter. Installing the spacer. There's the transmission spacer, it's now installed. Just make sure you have the RTV sealant under it, just for that really good fit. Kudos to Cravenspeed. The fit and finish of their products, outstanding, simply outstanding. RTV sealants on the shift cover. Alright, now we are ready to install the short shifter. Cravenspeed short shifter. It's coming in now. Nagrasahan mo ba yan? Hindi. Oy, nagrasahan mo. Oo. Oh, never forget to use the grease. Asan na yung grasa binigay sa'yo? Yung tube. Pati yung maliit na bola, kailangan rin. Lalangisan din. Grasa. Right, once the balls have been greased up, you can now plug it in to the shift housing, and it's a simple matter of installing the whole assembly. Right, then you have to put Loctite thread locker again on the screws before you lock them in, before you screw them in. Looking at the quality of the Cravenspeed short shifter, you could tell that, Cravenspeed adapts a Japanese level of fit, finish, and Wow, in terms of machining, this is really top-notch when it comes to quality of materials. We place an O-ring here just to make sure that some of the noise will be reduced. It was included in the Cravenspeed package, but honestly, it wasn't in the install manual found on their site. But we're taking a gamble here and we're just putting the O-ring there just to make sure that NVH would be a little bit lowered. Since I also bought the Cravenspeed shift plate cover, instead of reassembling the entire center console shift area, we are going to install it at the same time. So all you need to do is just remove the screws of the leather shift boot right there, and there are 2 clips. Yep, easily done. And then now you're going to install the actual shift plates over there. So you just put the clips in and then put the screws in. Pretty much the same way as how the leather boot would go in, but this time it's an anodized aluminum shift plate cover. Okay, so with the shift plate cover installed, you can see it is a perfect fit. Once again, kudos to Cravenspeed for machining this beautiful piece of aluminum to fit it perfectly. Then once you've fitted the leather boot of the handbrake in, you can just plug in again the wires for the master control knob and the volume control, and put in the hook of the handbrake, and you're all set to go to reinstall the center console. So just clip that into place and you've got the short shifter and shift plate cover fully assembled. There you go. Alright. Shifter is done. So I was a bit apprehensive about buying this first because, yeah, there were some issues for a small bit of Miata owners who bought the Cravenspeed shifter because of it not going into the reverse or even a second gear. But as you can see, I'm going to demonstrate right now. I'm going to put her on first gear. Hear that click? Second gear, third gear, downshift to second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. And I'm going to put it on reverse. Reverse. And as you can see, it's not really, it hits the shift plate cover, but it's not bad enough to cause any damage. So it's perfectly acceptable for me. Right? Try it again. Reverse. Up. We're good. Okay, yeah. So there is a little bit of a snickety-snick click there, and you could feel that it's a little bit notchy, which well, some of the reviewers online say that it will go away after a few hundred miles, and I believe that would happen. But yeah, it's perfectly workable. We'll try with the engine on. Alright. Okay, right. Reverse. See if it goes into reverse. Yep, it goes into reverse. You can see my reverse camera is on and no issue. Try it again. Goes into reverse. Yeah. Alright. We go into first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear, and sixth gear. And then go into reverse again, push it down, it goes in. Works like a charm. I am perfectly happy with this Cravenspeed short shifter and shift plate cover. It looks awesome on Scarlet. It adds another level of class into the stock interior of the ND Miata. And wow, the shift knob, great. I don't mind the sound. There's a clickety-click notch. I find it adds more character to the car, and since I have a Fujimura exhaust anyway, should drown any buzzing that could hear. But I'll take her out for a test drive soon, and we will know how this performs on the road. Okay, so there you have it, guys. That was the install of the Cravenspeed short throw shifter and shift plate cover, aluminum shift plate cover. It's a bit of a step-by-step process, but my number one advice, guys, read the instruction manual found on the Cravenspeed's website. That would give you a tremendous amount of help. If not for the difficulty removing the stock shift cover, this would have taken just an hour, but as it lies, it took us around 2 hours to do it because that was the most challenging part. Anyway, thank you once again to Car Shack and my good friend, the owner of Car Shack, Ramon Villacorta, and of course our star mechanic right here. There's Joe right there. Joe, thank you so much for helping me with the install.
Thank you.
Alright. So guys, see you again in the next video. Subscribe to my channel, everybody. Bye-bye.